John Carroll here again, Superintendent in the Bolinas, Stinson, and Lagunitas School Districts. Before you watch this video, I hope you'll go back and watch video number 1 about school budgeting. That way you'll understand why I'm talking in such general terms. There's a lot of uncertainty in school budgets. This video is about per pupil spending and why it's often a bad measure to use when assessing the efficiency with which a district is providing services to students. Let's say for a minute you have 2 different school districts, but both have the same total amount of funding. So from the state or local property taxes, they get the same exact amount of money. In one district, you have 84 students, and in the other district, you have 240. If you have the same overall amount of money and you have to divide it among more students, something obvious happens. The per pupil spending is much lower when you have more students for the same pot of money, much bigger when you have fewer students. So small school districts find themselves at a public relations disadvantage because of this, and I'll tell you why. The cost of a principal from school to school in the same region is always right around the same amount of money. But when you look at the per pupil spending for the principal, let's take a look. In District A, when you look at per pupil spending, this principal is getting $1,500 per year per pupil. In this district, she's only getting $541 per pupil. Principals and secretaries and custodians are not paid by how many students are in the school. They get a salary or an hourly rate, and those are fixed. So in a smaller school, they're more expensive when you look at them per pupil. I don't want to make this video too long, but I think there's some great examples where you can see how big a difference that can make. The cafeteria in this district would cost each student $1,000 a year per pupil. In this district, the cafeteria would be $266 per pupil. Teacher salaries, $11,900 in this district, $4,166 in this district. My favorite is the bus. In School B, you might have one bus, and you might have to pay one bus driver. And of course, over in District A, you only need half a bus, so you save all that money. You see, the point I'm trying to make is just because you get more money per pupil doesn't make your costs of certain things less. You can't have half a bus, and I even tried to do half a driver. You can't have half a driver. It's dangerous. Don't try it. What that means is if you're going to have a whole bus, it's going to be about $1,000 per pupil in District A and about $176 in District B. So hopefully that sheds some light on why smaller districts are at a public relations disadvantage when we talk about per pupil spending. Thanks. Please check out the website, check out the app, and if you have any questions, email me at this address.